Hey, it's Luke from TechNowDaily.com. We did the unboxing of the Nexus 10 tablet. Now we're going to do a mini review on the Nexus 10 tablet, so you get the best of both worlds. It's running 4.2. When I opened it, checked it, said it was running 4.2, but yet later on it told me to upgrade to 4.2. Interesting enough, there was a difference. The lock screens were different afterwards, so I don't know what that was all about, but whatever the case may be. Lock screen. We now have widgets on the lock screen. That's cool. I like being able to have my calendar with all my, little things that I have to do, things I have to remind myself, whatever the case may be. I got What's This Song in there, little music ID thing. Hit plus. There's not much to choose from. It's kind of disappointing. Maybe they could do a Netflix widget or something so I could bookmark a movie and watch it without having to go into Netflix itself. But whatever, I can dream. Hit home. Go to the home screen. The screen's beautiful. It's nice. Your notifications are still there. New thing. Slide down settings. I like this. I like this a lot. Gives you your battery percentage. A quick thing to settings, brightness, whatever the case may be. Turn my Wi-Fi on and off. And there's me, so that's my profile. It's nice. Google made the claim that this screen is better than the iPad. No, not even close. Retina display is beautiful, and when you have developers making apps for the iPad with Retina display, it's tough to beat it, and this is what's going to kill Google in the long run, for me at least. I mean, I use both sides of the fence. I use an Android phone, and I use an iPad. So, to say this is better screen-wise, it's a reach. I've addressed this many times. Phone applications stretched out to fit a tablet. One of the most stupidest things I have ever seen in my life. If I want to look at phone applications, I'll look at them on my phone. I don't want to use them on my tablet. That drives me insane. So they really, really need to get the developer support for that. It drives me insane. I haven't put too much on here. Just enough to play with it. Your apps drawer, your widgets, Google Now. Still works top notch. Let's try it out. Weather.
It's 32 degrees and cloudy in Baldwinsville.
Nice. Did the Los Angeles Clippers win last night?
The Clippers beat the Spurs 92-87.
That's fantastic. That game was a couple nights ago, but you get the idea. Here we go. Let's really have some fun. Did the Philadelphia Flyers win last night? Yeah, definitely. Hockey season locked out. Anyway, other than that, this is a really good tab, especially for the price. 16 gig Wi-Fi for $3.99. I mean, that's $100 cheaper than Apple's iPad. So, if you want to save some money and don't care who makes what, then it's not bad. The speakers on the front, much better than the iPad, I noticed. The spear camera on the tablet works pretty good. The ones that I did like 3 or 4. It had a couple problems piecing them all together, but at the same time, I think I was doing it too fast. So, it's just practice, and you could probably make it perfect. We've seen, other sites do some really nice ones. So, speaking of the camera, the front-facing camera on the Nexus 10 seemed to be much better than the iPad 2, of course. And but my iPad 3 doesn't even come close to the pictures that I was getting on with the front-facing camera on the Nexus 10. The back here, flash. iPad doesn't have that, and I tried taking some low-light photos last night, and they came out really well. Took side-by-side pictures last night with the iPad and the Nexus 10, and the Nexus 10 pictures were just way better. They seem to not be as grainy as the iPad. I noticed the iPad, like, what you're focused on is really good. But the Nexus 10, the all-around imagery was really nice. It wasn't grainy up in, like, the top corner or whatever. And the detail on my office chair on the Nexus 10 compared to the iPad was like night and day. The chair just looked dark and dingy, where the chair looked really, really good. So when it comes down to it, Nexus 10 is a really good tablet. I'm not going to be biased and say, oh, you should pick this one because it's better. And I just won't do that. I play for both teams. I use an Android phone, and I use an Apple tablet. So I'm not going to say, oh, this one's better for you and this is why. It's a pros and cons thing. Front-facing, rear camera on the Nexus 10. Better than the iPad. App support, Apple definitely better. The speakers on the front were definitely better than the iPad speakers. 16 gigabyte Wi-Fi, Nexus 10, $399. Apple iPad, 16 gigabit Wi-Fi, $499. So it's all about what you want. Other than that, this has been the Nexus 10 little mini review. Rate, subscribe, like us on Facebook. You know the routine. This is a good tablet, though. Not gonna lie. I enjoyed it. Will I use it every day? Doubtful. I'll probably pawn it off on somebody else. So, you know, whatever. Visit the site. Also, follow us on Twitter. @TechNowDaily. This is Luke. Thanks for watching. See you guys later.